Hello everyone, welcome to Desert Succulent, and today we will be featuring Cotyledon Tomentosa or the Bear Paws Succulent or the Bear Paw Cactus. Itong ating succulent na to is really popular nowadays, especially that they can be grown indoors, and at the same time they are perfect for beginners kasi sobrang dali nilang alagaan. Kaya if you are someone na you have a brown thumb or lagi kayong namamatayan ng plants, then this kind of succulent is for you. Yung ibig sabihin nung ating tomentosa means covered with fine matted hairs, and you would really see na it has this parang white na hair sa kanyang pinaka leaves. If you would be touching these white hairs, hindi naman siya masakit. It won't really hurt you at all. And what makes this succulent extra special is the shape nga nung kanyang leaves. And as you will see here, if you will be giving it the right conditions, yung kanyang tips would turn into this parang reddish brown na color. But if you will be putting this indoors, it's very difficult for us to achieve itong kanyang colored na tips. We have here yung ating Choco Soldier. Look at the texture, parehong-pareho, even the feel. And also itong ating panda plant, look at those, very similar din. If you will be putting them outdoors, they can grow up to 50 centimeters tall. And at the same time, yung kanilang leaves can grow up to 3.5 centimeters long. So what you are seeing right now, I think they are just 1 to 1.5 centimeters long. So it can still be double the size once it matures. And also in time, it will be giving us a bell-shaped na flower. Usually the color range varies from light yellow to red-orange. This plant is adapted for dry environments, and it's always best for us to protect it from too much wet conditions. We have to put itong ating succulent in an area with direct sunlight, kasi if you will be giving it at least 6 hours of sunlight exposure every day, then the result would be like this. Our plant would be healthier. So if you wanted to achieve itong colorful na edge niya, then yung ating sun exposure plays a big role to that one. We should wait until nag-completely dry na yung kanyang soil before we water itong ating bear paws. And also, syempre, very important nga na well-draining yung ating soil mix na gagamitin sa kanya. Kasi an excess water now and wet conditions would harm its root system. And in the end, syempre, it would lead to the death ng ating succulent if hindi siya naagapan. And I also make use of a clay pot. Nilagay ko siya sa clay pot. Unfortunately, look what happened. Ayan, so when I tried to lift itong ating bear paws, ganyan ang nangyari. It's constantly being exposed sa sun and sa tubig when we try to water it, and I think it weakened yung ating pinaka pot itself. So that's really one of the disadvantage itong ating mga terracotta pots. Mabilis silang masira, although it's really perfect sana kasi it really provides good na circulation, air circulation dito sa ating soil. Another problem is that, look at this, habang tumatagal nga, nagkakaroon tayo ng algae growth sa kanya. Yung material kasi na to is very prone to algae growth like this. So yung soil mix na ginamit natin sa kanya here is yung ating loam soil. So we have carbonized rice hull, and at the same time yung rice hull here. We have some vermicompost, and at the same time we have coarse sand sa kanya, which makes it well draining. And it is your choice if you wanted to add more mineral content such as yung ating pumice stones, perlite, and other similar materials. So right now we will be repotting itong ating bear paws. First, we have to check nga yung kanyang soil. So I think nirepot ko ito about 3 months ago or 4 months ago, kaya nangihinayang ako na we have to repot this again. So it means na kailangan na namang mag-adjust nitong ating bear paw, but we have no choice kasi nga nasira na itong kanyang pot. I won't be removing yung kanyang old soil anyway. Yung ginamit kong soil is just the same. You can save itong ating mga broken na terracotta pots or clay pots kasi you can make use of this as an alternative sa mga pumice stone. So all you need to do is just simply break it down into smaller pieces, then mix it with the soil mix. So that's it. We were now able to successfully nga repot itong ating Bear Paws Succulent. Since hindi ako nagtanggal ng kanyang old soil, then I will just treat it as a stable or mature na succulent. So hindi ko na siya ilalagay sa ating bright shaded area, but rather ilalagay natin siya doon sa ating filtered na sun area kung saan talaga siya originally nakalagay. The easiest way for us to propagate itong succulent na to is through stem cuttings, and I will try to propagate one of it sa ngayon. So this one is a stem cutting. All we need to do is just cut it literally. Ayan, so that's it. So we will just air dry this for a couple of days. Then pag nagkalos over na siya, we can simply plant it here. Although it's very difficult to propagate itong ating bear paws through leaves. I have tried it before, but unfortunately all of them didn't make it. So namatay lahat sila. Kaya I prefer nga propagating it through stem cuttings like this. If, for example, you would see some parang white lines or some changes in color sa kanya, you really don't need to worry kasi it means that your bear paw is a variegated one. So I also have here a variegated Bear Paws Succulent. Ganyan ang kanyang itsura. Look at the difference. It's parang greenish sa gitna and it's parang yellowish white sa pinaka dulo. And also you would notice na yung kanyang edge is color pinkish red as compared to this one na parang reddish brown. And yung nakikita ninyo parang mga brown spots na nandyan, those are bite marks of a dog. So pinaglaruan ito ng ating aso before, and as a result nagkaroon nga siya ng ating mga bite marks na ganyan. Although I really don't want to remove it kasi sayang naman. So eventually darating yung time na this will dry, and that's the perfect time kung kailan natin siya tatanggalin. So nevertheless, maganda ring tignan itong ating mga variegated na bear paws. And did you know na madaming benefits itong ating mga bear paws na succulent, especially if you're gonna be putting them indoors? Unang-una nga dyan, they work as a natural air cooler for our environment. This is very helpful, especially for us living here sa tropical na region. According nga sa isang research, when they try to place itong ating bear paw sa room, it can drop the room temperature by a maximum of 6.5 degrees Celsius. It can also improve the indoor air quality. These can also increase the fresh oxygen sa ating room. As you know, yung ibang plants natin, they release carbon dioxide at night. But specifically with our Bear Paws Succulents, they continuously release oxygen even in night. Number 4 is that they can increase the humidity in our environment. And if you are someone who is experiencing dry cough often, or you have this parang dry and itchy skin, then it is because of the low humidity sa inyong bahay. And since it is a succulent, they can store water dito nga sa kanilang pinaka leaves, and at the same time they would now release water droplets into the air slowly, and therefore giving us these appropriate humidity level sa ating mga bahay. In terms of their common problems, we have to check for spider mites or mealybugs sa kanilang leaves. Since it is considered as a house plant, we have to consider yung kanilang toxicity level. So generally, itong ating Cotyledon Tomentosa are non-toxic plants. However, some people have shown allergic reactions sa kanya. So that is also something that we need to watch out for. And that's all for our Bear Paws Succulent. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. You may also visit our Facebook page at Desert Succulent PH.